Yo, what's up, guys? We are back. We are on hashtag 21. As always, if you don't know by now, I am Jace. And if you're not familiar with the format of ÜWatt, I'm always joined by my partner in crime, the left to my right, the yin to my yang, the I don't know. It's Squeak. Yo, Squeak, what's going on?
I'm good.
Did you like that intro? I got a bit lost in my words there.
I know.
I should have wrote something down.
Sort of went, I don't know, yin yang, all that kind of shit.
I guess you're the bad to my evil.
I complete you.
Yeah, I'd say that.
Is that what we're saying? Yeah. I complete you.
You're the 100 to my 99%.
Wow. So I'm the 1%. Wait. Yeah, that's right. I don't know why you confused me with the 100% shit. I was like, what? Wait, I'm 100% and you're 90%?
Sam, have you been, mate? Everything all good?
Yeah, I'm good.
How's your week been? Anything tickled your fancy, wet your whistle this week?
No, I've not really been up to anything special.
Okay. As always, just a mundane life.
Yeah. You know. No.
I went shopping the other day and bought some carrots.
I mean, you know, if my life was a noise, it'd be.
What?
It'd just be a big sigh.
Jesus Christ.
Like,
so yeah, what have you been playing anything this week?
I played a bit of what is it? Tiny Troopers?
Okay, Tiny Troopers Joint Ops, yeah. So guys, we're looking to I don't know, build, develop. I'm not sure what word to pick, but I mean, anybody's been watching the last few weeks, I guess expand could be the thing. But yeah, we've had a little bit of an overhaul in the way things look. So we've changed the way ÜWatt is presented, and the splash screen's a bit different. But like, we're looking to move into trying to do like reviews of things as well. So we're trying to move it so that it's not just a podcast each week, but trying to have something a bit shorter that we will be adding soon. So Squeak, obviously we reached out to Wired Productions, and they've sent us some stuff for us to review. So hopefully in the coming weeks, we'll be able to put up, maybe, you know, it won't be a long video, but we'll put up some more reviews. We'll start to do unboxing videos whenever we buy new tech. I expect it to be Squeak that buys more tech than I do. But yeah, just
I don't know, you know. It depends. We'll see. We'll see what's going on.
But yeah, so yeah, guys. We're trying to add a bit more. So yeah. So actually, Squeak, I won't ask you how the game is because I'm expecting a review soon. I'm just thinking, like, I haven't really been playing much. Like, I jumped on FIFA the other night, and oh my god, oh jeez, I just question. This is what happens. I question why I play that game. I get so angry. And then, after losing 4 matches on the trot, by like 1-0, 2-0, 1-0, and then I just like absolutely battered this guy 7-0, but you know, I need to turn it off because I've picked myself back up off the ground. But I feel like if I play and I lose the next game, I'm just going to lose it.
That is one thing I did the other day that annoyed me. And you know what? I'm just going to say right now, fuck FIFA. Like, I hear you lot always complaining about it, and it just seems that game in general is just. It just sounds like bullshit.
It's strangely addictive. But yeah, what did you do that annoyed you then? What happened?
Yeah, no, I got.
You got gamer rage?
I was looking at it for ages, and it was on sale. Well, it's discounted, and I got Borderlands.
Okay, yeah,
Borderlands 2.
I was gonna say, I did see it pop up. The pre-sequel did pop up on my
pre-sequel. Yeah. And I was going to say, like, me and Beans were going to play some multiplayer with it. And that game, I swear, has been out for ages now, has it not? And yet we cannot connect. And then I looked it up. There's no fixes, but a lot of people are having the issue. And it's sort of like...
What, like recent they're having the issue? Or is it something that's been there for...
Yeah. I say recent. what 14 days
Okay,
ago.
that's really bad
That's
though.
pretty recent. In the amount of time that it's been
This
out,
is
I'd
the
say
thing,
that's
because
quite
obviously these
recent.
games have been these games have been released when like the operating system on Xbox before the updates and stuff. And it's like they haven't updated the game, but then they give us stuff on sale or for free. Because that was a problem with Dead Rising when they gave it to us for free.
Yeah,
Because
yeah,
nobody
that's
can
true.
connect because it was based on the way that parties used to work and the way that gaming was gonna be, the multiplayer gaming was gonna be, but then it changed. So it's just a bit stupid, really.
But I think it annoyed me at the same time because it was one of those where I remember at one point, and I forget what game it was for. Um, maybe Aliens Colonial
Yeah.
Marines, and fucking,
Oh, there we
I
go.
was
First
like,
F bomb. I was hoping we'd have a clean episode.
and I'm pretty sure it was Gearbox that made
Yeah.
that, and it was nothing like what they showed in the trailer. But it wasn't like, like when people go, "Oh, it's been downgraded" and
Yeah.
things like that. And I understand that sort of thing, but this game to what they showed wasn't even the same game, sort of thing. Like it just, it was terrible, terrible.
Squeak. Do you realise that the 27th of Feb? Do you remember what that is? Do you remember?
It's a
We
day.
mentioned it. Like I realised it on the retro roundtable, and yeah, this 20 years of Pokemon. 20 years since Pokemon Red was released, Red and Blue. Well, it was Red and Green in Japan, wasn't it? And then we had Red and Blue in the
Can you
Western
name
world.
them all? Have you caught them all?
No.
So you've had 27. Wait. Why am I saying
I don't know.
27? You've had. It's because 27th. Um. So you've had 20 years to catch all the Pokemon, and you've not done it.
That's one of those things, actually. I get, again, if time travel was real, we wouldn't go back to Looper Squeak completely. But I feel like I'd have to go back and tell my younger stuff, my younger
The
self that
thing
like
is,
if
I remember on that episode you said that you will never experience time travel because it's not already happened to you. But what I was gonna say is, what if you're the first one?
well,
You were the start of the loop.
I feel like it's one of those things with time travel where obviously it does become that thing where it has to start at some point. But then the second that I do it, I will have the memory of it. So if I'm going to do it in the future, I will already have the memory of of seeing myself. But do you know, we're not going back to Looper Squeak. If you want to, if you
Depends
guys
what
want
kind of
to
time
relive
travel
this
it is.
conversation, I feel like it was hashtag 6 Looper Squeak, but I'm not sure. Edition number 6. But yeah, so Pokemon's 20, and so this morning I started off with a bit of going back to my save on Heart Gold and playing on that for a bit. So that was quite fun on the DS. But I was just thinking, it's mad how this thing is sort of like taken off, blown up, and 20 years later, obviously for us it's not as big a thing, but it's still booming, it's still going 20 years later.
Yeah,
And it's
yeah.
mad because when you think of like Call of Duty, how long have we been playing Call of Duty for? And you know we're fed up of that. But you can pick up Pokemon and
This,
still just give it a play. Like, I have no idea now of like the relevance of certain Pokemon because there's like over 700 now.
the thing is, you say that about Call of Duty. I see that never dying. I
I think it's
genuinely.
that thing. Was it Spreez that said that obviously the younger generation, as they get old enough to play Call of Duty, that becomes their one.
I mean, yeah. If you think it's that thing with everything, I mean, if you think about it, it's like the remakes of
Yeah,
films. Like people are like that saw the original, like, oh, the original was better. But then the people that haven't, I'll think this film's amazing. Whereas when you think if they remake it again further down the line, because it will happen, like the ones that watch the remake of the original, I'll be like, oh, this isn't like the original, even though that
yeah.
wasn't the original,
Well, the thing with Pokemon as well is
and
I
so on and
think
so
it's a
forth.
bit like Street Fighter. Do you know what I mean? Like you can go back and play Street Fighter 2, you can go back and play Pokemon Red, and
Yeah,
yeah, yeah.
timeless
So
sort of
it's
thing.
quite mad because you know they're looking at doing more and more things. They've got an app coming soon. That Pokemon Go is supposed to be coming this year. There's Pokken Tournament, which should be available on March the 18th. But I'm not sure if that's worldwide or in like starting off in Japan and then moving to the rest of the world. later. The thing that I find mad is I was looking at so I was looking around at like Pokemon news and stuff, and there was a thing on Digital Spy saying about the 11 Pokemon records that will probably never be beaten. Some of them obviously can't be beaten because it's for being the first of something, so obviously that can never be beaten because once you're first, nobody else can be first. But it was saying like the world's largest Pokemon collection. A woman called Lisa Courtney, she amassed the largest Pokemon collection with more than 16,000 unique items in 2014. So I imagine that's
Wow.
obviously higher now. So she owns thousands of cuddly toys, games, items of clothing, figures, mugs, and trading cards. The collection is so big that her mum had to move to the smaller bedroom just to make space for it all, which is mad. Pokemon has the title of best-selling Japanese RPG series of all time, so it beats Final Fantasy and Dragon Quest. So yeah, 242 million combined sales for Pokemon. Like that is mad. Then you've
Yeah.
got the most World Championship Pokemon titles. So Ray Rizzo has the record for the most titles. 19-year-old won his third consecutive title back in 2012, and his team was so good it appeared as DLC in Pokemon Black and White version 2. Like, it's just like, what the hell? Then, okay, the first fish to play a video game. So you know we had like Twitch Plays Pokemon. There was one where
Yeah.
like it was a fish in a bowl,
How
and
do
what it is a
fish
fish in a
play
bowl,
game?
and there's a camera just pointed at the fish, and when he moves to certain parts, it will do a command. So obviously up, down, left, right, A, B, start, select, and then one square would randomize the buttons. So yeah, this fish just slowly played through Pokemon Red. So yeah, it's
Yeah,
quite
that's
mad.
pretty
I
crazy.
feel like that comes down to that, like the saying of, give a load of monkeys like typewriters and they'll write Shakespeare. Put a fish in a bowl with buttons on. Eventually he'll complete the game.
I doubt they'd write Shakespeare.
Isn't it like they'd give you the entire works of Shakespeare? Is that the saying?
So, something like that. But I just
Or
don't
can you
see
see a
that.
fish in a bowl completing Pokemon Red?
That is more feasible. I mean, think about it. What are you gonna do? Are you gonna like take a letter from each different monkey to make a word, or are you gonna like how would it be done? Like, because a single monkey could not write the entire works
Well, you say they
of
can,
Shakespeare.
but obviously the probability is really low. But I'm just saying that there is a chance that a monkey could hit that many letters in a row and write the entire works of Shakespeare.
And there's a chance that I could grow wings and fucking fly
Exactly.
away, but it's not gonna
It might
happen.
not happen.
No, it's not going to happen.
With things about like might happening and not happening, there's a guy that spent 5 years and 500 hours trying to get a shiny Mewtwo in Pokemon Leaf Green and Heart Gold. So he literally got to the battle against Mewtwo. So for those that don't know, sorry for those that aren't interested in Pokemon, but you're gonna get Poke-educated. Boom! Yeah, so in Pokemon, obviously you get them in their regular colours, and every now and again there's like a stupid chance that you can get one of a different colour, which is considered a shiny Pokemon. So with Mewtwo, you can only get him once in the game. So this guy spent 5 years and 500 hours trying to get a shiny Mewtwo, and apparently he got so good at like resetting the game every time it wasn't shiny that he could shut down his game, reload it, and enter the battle with Mewtwo within 18 seconds. Like that there is just like muscle memory to the max, which is quite mad.
But just think, he done that for
5 years.
5 years. 5 years. Would you really be asked?
I would not, but this is the thing. Some people take these things really seriously, or it'd be having that title of I got a. But then here's the
I
thing as
mean,
well: is that there'll be out there some kid who is like 7 or 8, just playing the game, doesn't really see the significance in it. It's a shiny Mewtwo. They kill it. Oh well, keep moving, and they just don't even know what they've done. This man has spent like 5 years trying to get
imagine
that.
that upset. Imagine that upset. Like the guy is watching the kid kill it, and like he's been looking for it for like five
I reckon
years.
he'd go and
It's
just
like,
sit in the shower fully clothed with it turned on. Just like, yeah.
this is the thing. The thing is, you say that, and all I can think is how it must have affected his life, because it's that thing of just yeah. It's
Oh,
I
in
mean,
Osaka, Japan, they have the first real life Pokemon gym. The facility provides visitors with tips on using abilities in Pokemon and also serves as a way for children to learn how to communicate with each other in a fun-filled environment. Wow. That's pretty cool. A guy called Xarion holds the Pokemon Red/Blue speedrunning record after managing to complete the game in just an hour and 49 minutes. He didn't have to catch them all. His record was obtained without exploiting any glitches. It took us that long just to beat the first gym leader. That's what they put on Digital Spy.
Oh, wow.
That's a long video, but I'm intrigued. I feel like I do want to watch this speedrun. Because the amount of time it would take, like, grinding to be able to get through certain gyms. Especially when you got to, like, say if you got to, like, Surge, and, you know, everybody had their Pidgeotto, or Pidgeot at that stage. That's getting murdered off. Yeah, do you know what? I'm gonna watch this later on. Yeah, if you don't care how you do it, then the UK's very own Volt Butler is the holder of an even more impressive record. He holds the any percentage Pokemon Gold and Silver speedrun record with a time of just 42 minutes and 47 seconds. First working port of Pokemon Red in Minecraft. What the hell?
Oh, wow.
Reddit user McGeeb1 used command blocks to build the first working port of Pokemon Red in Minecraft, which is playable on a massive 10x9 block presentation of a Game Boy. What the hell?
That sounds pretty crazy. Like,
this is one that interests me. So most expensive Pokemon cards. So, you know, obviously everybody used to always talk about like Charizard. Charizard was always the one. And if you had one that was in mint condition and then like preserved whatever it is that they use to like keep cards, obviously it can be worth quite a lot. Now, apparently, there's a card, an ultra rare Pikachu Illustrator card. So I'm looking at it now, and it's all in Japanese. But apparently, there's only like 6 of them on the planet, and if you have one, and is like been kept in mint condition, it's worth 100 grand for a Pokemon card. 100 grand. That's ridiculous. Nice. That is ridiculous. Pokemon has the title of having most participants on a single player online video game. So when Twitch Plays Pokemon was about, they peaked at 1,165,140 people playing Pokemon at one time.
I couldn't watch that.
It was stressful, wasn't it?
Yeah, because it's that thing of yeah. Like they'd go up and then they'd jump off the ledge, and it's like they got to start all over again, and it's like you was almost there.
I loved the way that it created a community. That's what I loved, is how people started making up stories within the game. So if you sat there and watched it, you'd just be like, what the hell is going on? Like, there's nothing's happening. But then you heard like the story of when they had like Black Sunday or whatever it was, when all the Pokemon got released, and then there was like a fossil that became God. And it was like praise be to Helix, and all the Pokemon that had nicknames. It was like Bird Jesus, and yeah, there was just all sorts of stuff. But the thing that I loved is that people were actually sat there for long enough and paying attention for long enough to make these stories and this next community, which I thought, yeah, that's pretty cool. So yeah, so happy birthday Pokemon. 20 years. Gonna take a break from Pokemon for a bit. Have you seen, Squeak, that what was the website? So according to a placeholder over on the World of Games website, Battlefield 5 is listed as a multiplayer tactical shooter set in World War One.
See,
what do you think? What's your feeling on that?
I don't think that's right. Because, I mean, World War One was that kind of era where there's no tanks. Well, there was, but there was like very slow and like very like gameplay wise, it just wouldn't fit. Do you know what I mean? Like the whole like trench warfare and stuff, sort of. Yeah, even the weaponry, like, yeah, I don't think that's right. It makes sense if it was World War II because there was advancements in like all areas, but yeah, I don't see it being World War One.
It'll be interesting to see because at the moment,
that's wrong.
You know, there's a Battlefield 5 coming, holiday 2016. We know that much. This could have literally just been something that somebody put in, and that's what's come up. We don't know how much truth is in it, but everybody has been saying about, with the first-person shooter genre, you know, we need to...
Modern Warfare's dead.
Having it in the here and now isn't working. these Call of Duty trying to make their things advanced and a bit more futuristic isn't really working as well as everybody would hope. But is it the right move to go backwards? And if they do go backwards with Battlefield into World War, does that mean Medal of Honor is going to get another reboot?
I think basically going backwards, as much as like you'd say the market was sort of oversaturated with World War II shooters at one point, wasn't it, really? And it was sort of, that's where when Modern Warfare come out, and it felt new and fresh, and everyone was hyped about it. But I think it's now the opposite, where you're sort of, you've had it piled on with the modern shooters now, and the futuristic ones just ain't hitting the mark.
Do you know what I think it is? I think that when the World War II games were about, there wasn't, like, when you look at it, there wasn't that much that we could do on games. So being World War II, World War One, like being back then, because there wasn't that many technological advances, you didn't have to do that much on the game, so it worked.
Yeah.
Whereas I think now, because we've got so many buttons on the controller, so many tactics that people want to do, and so many advances in what the consoles can do, they're adding things like being able to double jump and run on walls and all this different technology. But I think it's just getting a bit too much.
The thing is, like I said, I think going back to say, I don't think it'll be World War One. I think that's just out the window. Like I say, that kind of era, like warfare in itself was really primitive sort of thing, if you think, because it was basically rifles, like fucking tactics was just marching at each other across fucking a field.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Like, so I just don't see that being like.
They should do like Battlefield 5 set in like ancient Rome, like chariots and all sorts of madness.
I don't know. No. Do you know which era they should really go back to? Because they only hit on it with one game and maybe some DLC. They should go back to Vietnam. Okay. Because if you think World War II's been played out, Modern Warfare's been played out.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? So sort of that in between era sort of thing.
See, it's weird. So as I said about like the futuristic thing, but like not necessarily futuristic, but like almost like I'm trying to think what year it was now. But like Roswell aliens, yeah. If they tried to do like a Battlefield with like those kind of UFOs.
Wait,
so,
which UFOs? Like Roswell, sorry.
Like what year was it when all this stuff was going on in the area? Was it like 60s?
It's like the 60s,
so if they went to like
wasn't
the
it?
60s,
yeah.
But using like the alien tech that was supposed, like I think that could be an interesting game. Just because they could do with that what they want, they don't have to necessarily stick to something.
It'd almost be like Fallout, wouldn't it?
Because I kind of think that when the issue that they have is whenever they make these shooters is obviously they can't make it hyper realistic because once you're shot in the face, there's no coming back from that. You get shot in the body and you can only take a few bullets and you're dead. Whereas in video games, they have it in a way that you can take multiple shots and walk away. But then they're kind of held to like, if you play a game and you've got a 50 cal sniper rifle that will blow off limbs in the real world, when you shoot somebody with it in the game, you expect to have that kind of power. Whereas if they did I don't want to use the word silly. I'm going to use the word fun. If they've done like a fun alien type game, rather than... But I guess it's finding that balance. If they went too stupid, then it ends up like what was that, like Batman?
The thing is though,
what was the Imposters one?
Oh, Arkham City Gotham City Imposters.
But yeah, it becomes too stupid like that. But this is the thing that we need to.
The thing is though, if you look at like the kind of people that like Battlefield, like EA and DICE market to. They're looking for more realistic than... Because I do not think the whole, like, adding in of jetpacks. Although they did have 2142.
Except I never seen that.
Maybe. That had, like, walkers and, like, carrier assault was on that. I never really played it, to be honest. But I say Vietnam purely because it's at that... it's like it's not so much Modern Warfare, and it's not like too far back. So you've still got the sort of technology. So you've got helicopters, planes, tanks, jets. I said jets and planes, but yeah, you know. But you know what I
Yeah,
mean.
yeah.
Like
The thing is, it's just it's got to that point where I'm getting a bit fed up of sequels. Like even if it was the complete same team and
yes,
they made this game but they gave it a different name, I'd be a bit more like, okay, cool.
no, I
But it's just
completely.
everything's a sequel. Everything's a sequel.
I completely agree with you because it's what I was saying a while ago, like about the likes of say
Yeah,
Gears of War, Call of Duties. There's because companies are safe with their
yeah,
cash cows and they're sort of like um just happy, just pumping out the same shit. Assassin's
yeah.
Creeds, um, like no one is willing to come up and go like, "Hey, I've got this really new
That's the thing. It's one of those where like you
good
get a film
idea."
and
Like,
they'll bring out a film and they'll say from the creators of. Do you know what I mean? So that's what's pretty cool.
yeah,
So for example, with 2K games, there's a game coming out, Battleborn. Um, I'm not sure if it's out next month. This month it's coming out soon, but Battleborn is basically it looks so much like Borderlands, but it's just different characters, different world, but similar gameplay. Like, have you seen anything on
okay.
it? The gameplay on it, it looks pretty spot on. When I seen it, I was like, yeah, like this is something that I want to get involved in.
What what's it coming out
Everything,
on?
yeah, 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 it's coming
Everything.
out on everything, and it just looks really good.
Okay.
And I think that's what more places need to do. They need to take the formula. So Battlefield 3, I will go with, is like I haven't played that many Battlefields, but that was my favorite. And I think that if they kind of when Battlefield 4 came out, if it was just called something else, like shoot 'em up, pew pew, but it had that same gameplay, whoa, that same gameplay, then yeah, it was just, I would be more like, oh yeah, this is cool. They're trying to do something new, even if they didn't really do that much new. It would kind of
Yeah,
be
yeah.
because yeah, it's that issue as well where
I
when you play
think
Call of Duty, Call of Duty, Call of Duty, and they bring back certain maps, you're just like, why not just bring out an Ultimate Edition with all the maps? What?
the thing that annoys me with Call of Duty is I can guarantee that on the next
Hmm.
Treyarch one, like what Black Ops 4 or whatever they decide to do if they go World at War
Yeah.
or whatever, um, that they will bring back
Yeah.
Nuketown. I mean, they've brought it
Over
was
and over
in
and over.
what just so
Yeah.
many times. Just stop, just stop. It's one map. It's not that good.
That's the thing. It was that thing that they done with was it like Modern Warfare where they had 4 new maps and would give you an old map as well. That's a mix it in a
Mm.
bit, but yeah, it is a bit odd. Have you seen? Well, not even have you seen. Recently, there's just been so many issues with Xbox Live, which seems to just keep happening. But it's one of those things where it's the same old thing with hackers. Hackers just, for whatever reason, deciding that they want to prove a point and attempt to take down Xbox Live.
Again, I think what you mean is
But
being villains.
it's the thing where it's funny because these people have obviously taken it down, been dicks, but then they've said like they're taking it down to prove how poor Microsoft security is.
I know, and if you remember, we
Yeah,
went through this, and it's that whole stupidity of it because it's like if you didn't fucking hack it, it'd be fine. Like if you didn't have dickheads like them hacking it and then coming back with the excuse of oh well, if the security was better, like we're just proving a point, and it's sort of like well, how's about you fuck off and don't try prove any
yeah.
point, and then the security will be just fucking tip top. They wouldn't even fucking
No.
need any security. Like, fucking,
Yeah, yeah. That's what I
yeah.
mean. But
Yeah. Oh,
it's really annoying because there's certain things that Xbox have planned, but I just feel like if we keep having these issues, then we won't be able to really experience the things they've got planned because they've
yeah.
been doing a thing with Windows 10 overhaul and even there's no date, which is really annoying. But they have been saying, I'm not sure how you say the name. I think it's Satya Nadella. Um, at a .NET conference, Microsoft CEO Satya Nadella confirmed that Windows 10 Universal Apps are definitely en route to Xbox One. And it's one of those things where this could be really cool. As long as they don't keep it so that it has to be snapped in order to use it, this could be really good. They said, like, there's speculation that it will be mainly focused, firstly, on, like, social aspects. Because if you think on Xbox 360, we had, like, Twitter and Facebook. And that's not on here anymore, whereas PlayStation obviously have that sharing feature. So it makes sense for Xbox to have a feature similar to that, obviously, to try and keep on a level playing field. But, yeah, I just feel like with the hacking thing, if they can't even, if we're unable to access the App Store, we cannot download apps when they release them.
Yeah. Know what? Yeah, I was just thinking they should just have someone go around to these hackers' houses and constantly punch them in the face, and then when they go, "Oh, why are you punching me?" Just go, "I'm just showing you that your defense is weak."
I was gonna say,
I'm
like,
just showing you.
Stab him in the chest. You need to up your security. If you up your security, then I wouldn't be able to plunge this knife in between your ribs.
Exactly.
I like it when the red water runs out.
Hackers, man. Hackers.
So, going back on the Pokemon thing. And I'm not going back on the Pokemon thing, but just keeping with that theme. As it was the 20th birthday, obviously we've got our WhatsApp of the week. I thought that this week I would play. It's not a new app. It's something that I dipped my toe in a little bit. I thought, oh, this is okay. But I thought I'd save it for another day.
That's really weird.
What?
Why would you play it with your toes when you got fingers?
It all works, isn't it? A toe is just basically a stumpy finger. Like, you see on your hand, the stumpy sausages, those are basically toes.
They are not toes. I can't do stuff with my toes that I can do with my hands.
I want to ask for examples, but at the same time, I am quite scared. I will bite. What are these things that you're referring to?
Well, I can't wank with my toes.
Do you know what? Instant regret. Instant regret.
I told you don't do it. I told you don't do it.
I don't know why I bothered. You did it. Yeah, so on Pokemon Shuffle, it's a puzzle game, but it's one of those puzzle games where they've tried to add like a weird battling element into it. But it's one of those where you've got a grid and it has Pokemon faces on there, and you switch Pokemon in places to make 3 in a row, and then whatever Pokemon's face you get 3 in a row of. Sorry, let me go back. You assemble a team of Pokemon, and whoever you have in your team, their faces come up in this grid. When you put 3 Pokemon faces in a row by swapping various faces around, you then have that Pokemon perform a move against the Pokemon you're fighting against. It's
okay.
To be fair, it's not great. If I'm honest, I don't want to just set it down that quickly. It's okay for a bit of a casual play, but I feel like when you look at games like Candy Crush just does it so much better when it's a random brand.
Okay, yeah. So what, you reckon this is more
I just feel like this was just a feeble attempt at putting a Pokemon app out there that was actually licensed by Nintendo.
Yeah.
I will try and have the video below so people can see it being played. But the problem with Nintendo is that anything we put on Pokemon-wise just tends to get ripped down, and then we have to redo the video and blah, 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 blah.
Nintendo.
They are not friends at all. The amount of time just like, okay, Squeak, I've got the video up. Go to it next day, text from Squeak, they've taken our video down. It's like, we haven't even published it yet. It's just waiting to go up at 6. But yeah, so hopefully, I will have videos up so you guys can kind of see it. That's the thing, I wanted to show the opening for Pokemon Tournament because they've made the CGI on that really good. But if I try and put the trailer on, they'll rip it down. So there will be links to various videos for you guys to look at. I do apologize if you watch it on YouTube. The visuals will be minimal this week. But yeah, I think with Pokemon Shuffle, I'm going to give it... For playability and longevity, it's like a 1. The puzzle aspect to it is pretty okay, so it's like a 2.5. But so I'm going to go in the middle and give it like a 2. What's out 5? And I feel like 2 what's out of 5 is being generous. Yeah, I think 2's 1.5. I'm giving it 1.5. Wow.
It's slowly just going down.
So yeah, I mean, if you want to look at Pokemon Shuffle, then feel free. The links are below as always for you guys to download it and play it. But don't worry too much about it, to be fair. If you disagree with me, please feel free to challenge me, cuss me out, do whatever you wish in the comments. You can, I'll go through the various channels in a minute. Squeak, we didn't do a question last week because obviously we had Spreez on and we did the quiz.
I know. I thought about it afterwards as well.
Not that I've stopped doing shout-outs, but I kind of feel like I want to kind of get to a position where, people contact us and we kind of give them a shout-out. I kind of felt like when I was doing shout-outs, it was almost like I was trying not to give the same person a shout-out each week. So obviously we've got like people that have been with us pretty much from the start. Obviously we've got Sai, we've got Friendly Flynn, like those guys. I want to give a shout out to them every week, but at the same time I don't want to say their names every week. But guys, thank you for listening.
Yeah.
But like recently, my friend Kendall, who's got her eye candy, I don't know if you've seen on our Twitter, but she just went on a marathon. She went on a spree, and I swear within like a couple of days she's caught up. And she had a guess on what the mystery prize is. So she reckons that the mystery prize was I think she said a remote-controlled Mario or Yoshi. So there's a guess.
Oh, that would be pretty
cool.
There's
a guess out there. So with the mystery prize, Ben Jenkins won it last week. And would you believe it? Like, really great news. He didn't listen to the fucking podcast.
You should have just told him when you had dinner with him.
The thing is, he wasn't there.
dinner with him. That makes it sound like a candlelit dinner
that
you
had
with him.
He wasn't there, so I couldn't say anything to him. The thing that's annoying is obviously we have the Wolfpack group chat, and every week I say to the lads, new episode, share it, listen to it, and he didn't. I swear everybody in the group listened to it apart from him. And it's one of those things where now that we've recorded this, he cannot win. So everybody, I'm gonna put in the group chat later, see what people say, and just be like, oh, guys, guess who didn't listen to the podcast? And I bet they all say Ben, because he... But yeah, so I want to give a shout out to Kendall and Eye Candy. Thank you for getting so involved, and she's promoting our stuff, which is really cool. I want to big up Friendly Flynn. She had her competition for you remember that thing that she drew? Yeah, she had the competition for that.
Yeah.
Obviously, we weren't eligible because we're in the UK. So yeah, just shout out to them. I don't really know what to do for a question. Go on. Then.
I know it's not really game related, but
go for it.
Like, you remember the time when I was on about rubbish superpowers, and I was saying like, what would you rather have in the sense of running really fast, but you can only do it backwards and you can't actually look behind you, sort of thing, or being invisible but only when your eyes are closed? I want to know what rubbish superpower people would have, or like have an either or sort of situation like that.
Through that sentence, do you want to say it coherently?
Yes. Yes, I do. What would your rubbish superpower be?
Okay, yeah. So, that's a good one. I wonder what mine would be. So yeah, guys, what would your rubbish superpower be? Give us a shout on the regular channels. So you can catch us on Twitter at @UWatt_UWATT_. We're on Facebook, facebook.com/UWattPodcast. We've got uwatt.podomatic.com if you just want to listen to the show, not on YouTube. Obviously, we're on the YouTube, youtube.com/UWatt. If you guys do want to get in touch with us, if you want to give us any feedback, any comments, if you just want to share some jokes and laughs, you can catch us on our Gmail, uwattmail@gmail.com. Uwatt is always spelled UWATT. So yeah, I'm going to go into... This is just depressing me now, but I'm going to go into the rollover again. Whoa, camera's on my face, don't want that. Fingers crossed we get something that actually listens. Okay, so I'm about to spin now. And our winner is... Ooh, okay, so a couple of weeks back she said, I've been listening for 42 minutes each week, don't understand a thing, and I still haven't won. Jill Barrett, you are our winner. So, if you are dedicated and you are still hanging in there, Jill, get in touch with me and I will give you this mystery prize. And then it's up to you as well, Joe, if you want to share with people what the mystery prize is, because I've had people being like, what's the mystery prize? What's the mystery prize? But yeah, I haven't been sharing. So, hopefully we'll be able to find out. And then, we've been talking about trying to have future giveaways. We don't just want to do this one. I just thought it'd be good because we hit our first mini milestone of 100 likes on the Facebook page. I'm thinking, Squeak, I swear our YouTube we're almost up to 1,000 views. So if Jill does claim this, should we do another one at 1,000 views?
We could do, yeah.
We are on 931 views. So I guess when this is released, it'll be on 931. So I guess if we were to get 69, yeah, it would be 69, wouldn't it? 69 views would take us up to 1,000. I think 1,000 views, we'll do another giveaway. Do you want to produce the mystery prize this time?
Ooh, I don't know. I will have a look around. I've got time to look, I think.
Okay.
So,
yeah. Okay. Cool. So so Jill, make sure, please, Jill, please be listening to this. Please claim your prize. I want to move on. So yeah, guys, please, thank you so much for people that's with us. Please stay with us. We are looking to move into new things. Squeak, do you want to tell the people what you've purchased? What is getting delivered today? That's right,
green
people.
Screen? It was a bit of an
Squeak
impulse
has
buy.
a green screen, so we're gonna be becoming more visual. Hopefully, I don't know if obviously it depends on like schedules and things like that, and how we can get our hands on things. But I think that at minimum we will do like a review a month. We plan to have a video review done by either myself or Squeak. If anybody else wants to get involved, I am more than happy to talk with people about being involved in the channel. If one of you guys wanted to have a spot and do a monthly, fortnightly, weekly review, if you want us to do that, I don't mind other people getting involved. I just kind of want this to grow. We're also looking at starting up a web page or like a blog, just so that people also have the reviews in text format if you guys want things to look at. So yeah, get in touch. ÜWatt_, ÜWatt podcast, ÜWatt.Podomatic, youtube.com/ÜWatt. Squeak, any more messages for the people? I feel...
No.
Nothing?
No.
Any tips?
No tips. Why? What kind of tips were you expecting?
You seem to have had like little quips of wisdom each week, so I don't know if you wanted to...
I don't always get myself into trouble.
You don't always get yourself into trouble?
Yeah, so I don't have really any sort of anecdotes other than the deep heat thing and
green dildos and right. Okay.
Yeah.
So
what was another bad one?
No. Okay, so yeah, so thank you guys, as always. I've been Jace, he's been Squeak, and we'll see you next week.
Later.